There are many simple things in the world. Shovels. They are all different. Gardening shovel. Unloading shovel. Children's shovel. But there is also a different shovel. We use it when we come to the position. In short time, it helps us dig a trench which saves us from bullets. If a tank will pass over the trench, there is a high probability that it will not cause any harm to the soldier. We dig in the ground, deeper, and then connect the trenches with our friends to the left. In just a few hours, trenches are all connected. When we do not have an axe, we can use a shovel to cut a loaf of bread. A soldier uses a shovel as a paddle, crossing the wide river under enemy fire. If we run out of ammunition, we will use a shovel again. And then we'll move on. And when we get the order to stop, we'll take a shovel again and build around us an impregnable fortress. This fortress is defended by the army of Ukraine, our army.
A lot of people look at us as robots or just out doing a job, but everything we see and do affects us just like it does everybody else.
A lot of problems with first responders and veterans is that now we're in a battlefield that's very different.
I've lost more friends to suicide than I did in combat, and it really hurts.
When you push the human envelope to those maximum extents, physically, psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually, and then you pull that plug, nothing prepares you for the silence. Nothing prepares you for that void.
You can't come that close to death without it having some effect on you.
I'll never forget my wife telling me, you know, you're not the same Brett that I married.
What War Horses does is it puts you in that environment to, in essence, look in the mirror. But that mirror's that horse. And that horse is going to tell you where you're at.
You got to relax. You got to calm down. You got to slow your mind down and just think about this one thing, controlling that horse.
The first thing we do before we get on a horse, we breathe, to let go of everything in your head. If I don't let go of everything, I cannot be present with the horse.
It's magic. I just started crying. It was the first time in my life that I literally let everything go.
Compassion, generosity, love, all of these things trickle back into what it is to be a human being.
It's completely changed me.
All the confidence I had lost, it started coming back working with these horses. They've given me my life back.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you ever have one of those moments where you think, how the hell did I get here? Jeez, what happened to me? I was ruling the galaxy, had a cherry new battle station. I mean, this place had an omelet bar, a straight-up omelet bar. And now look, my former intern's tossing me down a bottomless freaking pit. You know, come to think of it, my whole life has been a series of what the moments. That That was my out.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
You said bitch, though. You called your wife a bitch.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
In the year of St. Javelin, so you'll be able
looking
to...
a little rough still.
Yeah, everyone's looking a little rough. But anyways, how are you guys doing? It's like the last freaking day of the month. And then it's this payday for some or whatever, but man, how are you guys today? We're trying to get some comms stuff with Cause. And so that wasn't happening. So I figured, okay, well, I guess we'll
just blame Russia.
We'll just blame Ivan, yeah. Console and our crazy Ivan. Be careful, these don't rock roll bullets. Sorry, I don't want to sit there and break on the hunt for Red October. A lot of Ivaning going on. Can we get that Bert for Ukraine along the vehicles? Exactly, man. You want some more Bert? Hang on. Let me do some more Bert then. I'll give you some Bert. Hang on. There you go. There's some Bert. Hey, shout out to my buddy Dale, who's a retired 810 pilot. So I know he loves that Bert and Berts. He loves the Berts. He flies the Berts. He controls the Berts. The Berts are so good. Anyways, so if you guys hadn't noticed, U.S. Army WTF Moments has been posting the normal stuff. However, on WTF Nation Radio's Facebook page, we've been
stirring the pot.
We've been stirring the pot so much to the fact that I just want to say to Putin, fuck off. Your bots ain't working, dude. So we have been watching the comments and everything on WTF Nation Radio's Facebook page, and holy crap, there are some upset Russians. They're pissed. They're pretty upset.
A few of them are from Canada, and I can understand why they're upset.
Well, I don't think they're from Canada. I think there's some.
You sure?
Nah, I think there's some drama going on. I think there's a disturbance in the social media exploitation force. And I think that they're upset. Now we've already been attacked, called names. One time CID's not in the freaking chats is when Ivan is fucking trying to shitpost against us. And so I'm like, wow. So we upped the ante. So after our first couple of posts that we did about Russia's invasion of Ukraine, we had these commenters, and of course with the Facebook algorithms and with some of the filters that we've added as well, there's a lot of auto hides. But we could see it, the admins of the page, and there were some there were some upset Russians. There were some Putin simps. I'm gonna tell you what, if you're simping right now on old Vlad Putin right now, I question a lot of shit. There's a lot of things we break balls about. We should.
No, that's what they're afraid about. They've been mad about us breaking balls about all this.
Yeah. Oh my God, I know. At first it was like we were just, I don't know, I don't even remember what the first post was, but it was one of the first posts that we discussed about.
I believe it was about the ghost.
No, that came later. There was one about, I think it was like in preparation for an invasion or something like that. And everybody started going, no, that's bullshit, blah, blah, blah.
That must have been while I was out.
Yeah, that was when you were out, which we'll get to that in a minute. And there were some shit posters from Russia, and they were pissed. And they were saying that it was bullshit. There was nothing going on. You guys are propaganda, which is like, oh, yes, thank you for calling me. I take that as a compliment. As the Grand Admiral of propaganda, I appreciate that. But I was never in the Navy, so I'm not really an admiral, or the Imperial Navy either. So
we did have the Colonel Admiral.
Yeah, we had Colonel Admiral, who's now Brigadier General Admiral. We need to give him a call.
That's interesting.
Yeah, he's now a Brigadier General. Anyways, So we had individuals shit posting against us and telling us we're this, we're scum, we're fucks. We even had individuals telling us that that Marines were dumb. Remember that one? There was just a bunch of, I don't know, there was just a bunch of comments in there. There was kind of like, yeah, okay, keep talking crap. So then I told the team, hey, up the ante. Post everything.
Which I gleefully did.
I want to see some memes. I want to see us shit talking and shit posting against Ivan. If anybody should be getting upset, we look at that and you're like, wow, dude. And then we look at your account. So there was on WTF Nation Radio's Facebook page, once the invasion, we even posted from the Army Times or the Military Times, I can't remember. Well, I'll look at it right now. I think it was the Military Times. It was one of the Times, Mil Times newspapers or sites, and they said that the invasion had begun, or maybe it was Task and Purpose. And we immediately started getting hate mail and shit posting. And we're like, what are you? They're like, everywhere in the news this is happening. Everywhere in the news you could see this. And I'm like, there's no freaking way you're like denying this stuff. And then of course I told the team, keep shit posting. Start the shit posting. It wasn't really shit posting, we're just posting all the memes that had been obviously been throughout social media and all that. And the first one, it was I'm trying to look at since fighting began. When they was like what, 5 days ago? Isn't that when they started or something like that?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah. So, so here we go. It was Task and Purposes first. It was the first post on it, and it was Task and Purpose. We were just the embassy. We posted the first meme, which was the U.S. Embassy in Kiev, Ukraine meme, which was really a pretty funny ass meme. And I think Kaz posted it on Friday Night Freedom. So if you guys didn't see what the meme is. Let me drop a bring on the memes. Everyone's like, let me see the memes. Okay, well we'll look at some. Let's look at some of the memes. I know Kaz is going to cover some too, but I'm just my line of discussion right now is about all the hate that we've been getting and all the Ivan Putin simping, and I can't believe there are accounts out there, and I hope they're not fucking American, that are just simping on Ivan.
I don't know. You'd be surprised, I guess.
I mean, hey, look, there's no, you got to hand it to Ivan. There's no, you got to, hey, he's doing things great and he's doing things smart. And he's, if you're taking that angle, you might as well not even follow us because we're going to shit talk you. And it was the first one that we had posted was this one right here, where it had from the U.S. Embassy. Now, we're all joking around and shit and all laughing and ha ha ha. Talking about, Kiev and all that, and we're talking about Operation Repo, a Ukrainian edition. Exactly. So once we started posting this, there's a lot of filtered comments that were taken out by the Facebook page, but we're reading them, and I just couldn't believe we were attacked. And then once Task and Purpose posted the Russia launches their full-scale attack. And then the next, that's when we really started getting the hate, and that's when I told the team. And of course, Mom was coming. Mom was kind of waking up a little bit, or getting back from her stuff, and she's like, "Hell yeah!" So the team has been dropping on WTF Nation Radio the memes of all memes. I mean, all the memes, of course, with some news, a little bit of news here and there. It's everyone else. Now here's some comments that I'm not gonna debunk, but I'm also gonna, how do I say this? Enter the discussion, and we're gonna enter the discussion of what's been going on in Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Well, the first thing that came out was reportedly there was what they call the Ghost of Kiev, which is a MiG-29 fighter pilot, Ukrainian Air Force, blasted like 6 aircraft in the beginning. Now, there's been a lot of videos that have been come out, and some of them have been. It's almost funny. It's like if the Ukrainian military or the Ukrainian government is saying, "Hey, we got this fighter ace and blah blah blah." It's reported this and this. And there's a lot of back and forth to see if this is true or not. If it's true, then okay, badass. Well, we posted a video that had over. Hang on, I'm looking at this video here that we posted. I think you guys might have seen it. It's got over 2 million views right now, and it's got over I think 15,000 shares or something like that. And And it was a video of a fighter plane flying low and another aircraft flying above it. Well, everyone's saying that's a video game. Well, there actually is a video game sequence that somebody released, kind of like giving it like a moto video. And immediately, everyone's starting to talk about, oh, it's fake news, this. I'm thinking, yeah, no shit, it's a video game. That's like, yeah. We all know it's a video game. So it's not really fake news, but the legend of the Ghost of Kiev has provided everybody with the meme gold treasure chest minds of, I mean, this is like legendary. This is like, I would rather, I don't know, it's almost like hope, you know? You're hoping that this is true. I always see that when a partner, an ally, which we've had Ukrainian, we've worked with the Ukrainian military. Our forces have. Our air forces have. That to immediately sit there and shit on a fucking something that they're trying to use as hope. This isn't a joke. Yeah, we joke and break balls about all the other stuff and how many, Kuwait's not a deployment and Korea's not a deployment and Germany's not a deployment, blah blah blah. But you have to understand that this is a government and a dictator and a thug that has launched an attack on a sovereign country. I don't give a shit what anybody says. So to sit there and say, hey, it's propaganda, or this is some bullshit, or I heard that it was fake. WTF Nation Radio got a lot of freaking followership from the Ukraine, or from Ukraine. It's not the Ukraine, it's Ukraine. So I don't get the butthurtness anger about it. I don't get the freaking, I don't know. I don't know why everyone would be upset or try to downplay. It's like trying to tell kids that Santa Claus don't exist. I mean, I know this is a bad comparison to a child's belief. It's just like, why would you want to shit on somebody's hope? You know what I mean? I'm going to be posting more memes as we talk. Go ahead. What were you saying?
What I was going to say is, like, do you really blame people for being questionable about all this? I mean, after we've gone through COVID and the media and the government, I'm just throwing this out there, like, hypothetically.
Of course.
I mean, a lot of people are questioning. Like, they're just like, what's going on? There's got to be something going on. And this is just the cover. And I've seen that a lot all over, social media and the news. Like, there's something. Because even, like, when I, came back and while I was in the hospital and recovering and stuff, I just, like, throwing my hands up, in the air, like the gif with, John Travolta from the movie Michael. Like, what the fuck? Because, the running joke has always been around here. Like, when ICE goes on leave, shit happens, like Kenosha and all that. And here, I go and have my, double mastectomy and stuff. And like, fucking World War III is possibly starting.
Okay, so real quick, that's a good transition point. And tell us, you go ahead, and I'll be doing the meme share as we're discussing stuff. So so right now, but I just want to just be a little serious right now. First off, I want to say all big Theo Ice hugs to CQ, baby CQ.
Yes.
And so Uncle Ice, Theo Ice, get wells and big hugs. So CQ, just wanted to let you know, all the get wells to the little one. So you had a preventative surgery? Is that what you? Okay, I'll let you.
I did, like a life-changing surgery.
Okay, go for it. Tell us what happened.
So I carry the gene. Breast cancer is like really bad in my family. So I went ahead and had a double mastectomy with reconstruction. Basically, TRICARE paid for new tits and a tummy tuck. With that being said, I was kind of worried for a moment because they took all that tissue and sent it off to pathology to make sure there wasn't anything going on in there. Because sometimes when your breast tissue is very dense, the scans don't pick it all up. That's what I was, afraid of. And Friday, when I saw the breast oncologist, everything was cancer-free. So yay!
That's what I'm talking about. Congrats.
Thanks. I've been actually doing pretty well. Like, I was expecting the worst, hoping for the best. And here I am. I'm back at it.
Good deal. That was yeah.
Do your cancer screenings. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, do your cancer screenings. That's one of the biggest things.
But still, like, I mean, we, like, literally the world threw tannerite on the fucking dumpster fire while I was gone.
It was all ever since Harambe got killed. That's when everything went downhill.
It's been, like, escalating.
It's
slowly,
escalating.
not
Exactly.
quickly, just...
I've actually been waiting for the meet. I've been looking up at the sky going, all right, just go ahead and send the meteor down.
Don't look
here.
up?
Yeah, don't look up. Exactly. Send the meteor down here. So that's like, so everything's good then. The recovery, reconstructive surgery went okay. Did they do it's awkward for a guy to talk about. So did they remove your breasts and put new ones in, or how? I mean, how did
So basically now what they can do, well, it depends. Some women choose to do implants. Some choose to do other things. What I chose to do is called the deep flap, where they pretty much transplant it, because I was fluffy, the fat tissue and stuff in my belly, and that's how they reconstructed everything. So I have no implants. It's all like, they literally like moved my belly to my tits and just shit like that. So, however, I mean, some things that happen, I'm not going to discuss, that on air, but yeah, like, I mean, that's basically what they did.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
They can do that now.
I was about to say, that's what I'm talking about, the crazy part. I'm not saying it's crazy that you had it done, but I'm just saying crazy that can, like, that plastic surgeons or doctors can just, like, do. That's just medically, awesome. I mean, you see something like that, or you hear it's like, oh, they do this and do that and do this, and then you they do what do they call it? They freaking or you see like a knee replacement or a hip replacement.
Oh yeah, and they're just like yanking on it.
Just ranking.
Like, I am so glad I'm knocked the fuck out. I'm glad I was knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, really.
Because when I woke up and I didn't have a morphine pump, I had a Dilaudid pump, and I'm just like, I've never been so fucking stoned in my life. And then the nurses would come in, you can just hit that button every 8 minutes, and I'm just like, what? Oh my God, I can't even, keep track of any. Like, how am I going to keep track of every minutes right now?
I'd have been holding it down. I'd have been like, surgery medicine's pretty good. I mean, it like literally makes you, I don't know, it just I don't know, just
lights out.
Yeah, lights out, and then you wake up well rested and stuff like that. Like,
not always. Like, if you have a short surgery, you're not well rested.
No,
at all. Like, at all.
That's crazy. Again, that's crazy about the technology to do all that stuff too.
I mean, this was like an 8-hour surgery.
Wow, man. Yeah. Gosh. Well, I mean, glad everything's okay. I mean, that's good. I mean, so I don't know how to awkwardly transition from that to memes, but back to the memes.
Back to the memes, yeah. Like, fuck Putin. But anyways. But like I was saying, before, like, do you really blame people for just questioning everything that's been going on?
Actually, I do not. However, there's also bots out there that push that same narrative. They're also the ones that sit there and say, you can't believe this, you can't believe that. Then you have Uncle Dear going, you better shut up. And, I know, I talked to my grandpa's uncle's cousin, dog sitter, went to my, you know what I mean? It's just like, oh my God. So let's go back to the Ghost of Kiev. I'll be honest with you. Everyone talks about, oh, you can't have all this, you can't have all these, help. You can't talk about the hope. You can't talk about the, you need help. What the hell do you think everyone's been doing? We've been sending javelins and MLAWs there, and there's videos out there that we're obviously going to push onto the to the page. Also, there's videos out there of just abandoned equipment. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I really think that the memes that have been coming out, I always say that meme warfare is irregular warfare, and I think that the memes are like just trolling everybody about the Ghost of Kiev. So what happened was, within the opening hours of the invasion, this fighter jet knocked out 6 fighters. Some of them are pretty advanced, more advanced than the aircraft that whoever was flying was flying. There has been videos. Again, I will say there has been videos that are fake, but there are some videos also. Now, according to Joe Bob Small Town USA, Until you have proof that it's fake, then please post the receipts or please provide it to our inbox. But when we're getting these videos or we're getting some of the stuff and it's being posted from the Ukrainian government or the Ukrainian people or individuals that we know that are around that area or involved, we kind of like, I don't know, we kind of believe them. It's just kind of like, yeah. So then as the memes started flowing, there was a PlayStation 5 video game box of Ace Combat, and they, memed that, and that came out, and the next thing you know, that was like one of the biggest. Grunts Gaming Network, our gamer page, they posted it and on their website. They're the guys that are streaming right now below us. So if you look on the timeline, they're the ones that are streaming below us. And then of course the video that we posted. So all the memes and videos, Task and Purpose even did a story about the urban legend that is like, what is this? What am I looking at? Wow. You see that? Where's that? Where is that long 5-paragraph op order of a message which just got dropped?
I mean, while you're talking about that, like, what has been interesting with this with TikTok, like, shit's changing, like, because literally, like, right when everything was starting, you saw on like your timeline or whatever, your For You page on TikTok, all this shit going on. And it's, okay, well, what? So we got TikTok involved. Like, there's nothing, like, you can't really, I don't know. It's hard to believe what's real. But I would imagine a lot of the people that are posting that on TikTok are, like, legit just pushing it out there. It's going to change things. Like, that's going to change things.
I think the fact that TikTok is moving faster than our media is awesome.
It is.
I think it's so awesome.
It is.
And I literally freaking
like someone said, first war life to stream. I mean, I don't want to giggle or laugh at that, but it's true.
Exactly.
Like, the moment like something happens, it's already up. And then of course, like, I posted a piece about like how Elon Musk is giving satellite radio. Not radio, fuck.
Internet.
I mean,
he's giving them.
They want serious radio there.
No. He's giving them internet.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Internet. I meant radio. We're on the radio, but I meant internet. Anyways, so basically, like, everyone has been like, "Fuck you, Russia." Like, you think, like, Russia thinks they have, the power, the holdover, everything, and we're all like, nah. Like, watch this. Like, just hit it like an off button, and like, you're done. So the interwebs went out over Ukraine, and a member of the Ukrainian government said, "Hey, you need to, don't talk about." I guess he commented on one of Elon Musk's posts about helping Ukraine, and so Elon Musk sent. Now, of course, anything I post is probably going to be, everyone's going to say it's fake news because for some reason we have those simps out there, those Putin simps. Some of y'all a bunch of Putin simps. I'll say it. Want to fight? You want to fight about it? I'll call you straight Putin simps. If you're saying he's fight. I will. I'll fight you. I don't care. So he said you need to send some help because the internet is down, and so. Elon Musk says, okay, Starlink is on the way. And I think it was like, within 48 hours, 72 hours, or something like that. It was pretty quick. Let me show this next picture right here. Starlink is up. Starlink is there. And it's confirmed in the vehicle. Look at all them Starlinks in there in the box. I mean, I can't even get a freaking Starlink. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, that's some help right there. So that's probably why the memes and everything been flowing from Ukraine was because, the assistance of that. So, what's that? You ignore the crowds when you have 9 viewers. That's cool. I didn't know for years or no history. Hey, what are you talking about, Tommy? What are you talking about? Or ignore you? What are we not paying attention for? Because of what? Because, I mean, you notice that? Everyone likes to crap about how many we don't have any followers or we don't have enough people. Wait. I was pulling up it on my phone. Sorry. I was looking what Tommy was trying to say.
I think he was looking for some love and didn't get
Oh, we love you, Tommy.
No, Tommy, we don't know what it is, dude. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. You don't know history, or I don't know history, and then. So is that how you get people's attention? Is it you'd like to all of a sudden start trolling? So you want us to bring you on after you just try to troll us? Is that what you're saying? Even though call, dude. It's been like here for freaking, 1-800. I was gonna say I was reading a joke.
1-800 go fuck yourself.
No, I was gonna say 1-800 leg tuck, because that seems to be the Army's biggest. That's the biggest thing. If you have any issues with PT, just 1-800 leg tuck. That's an old joke that somebody up. Whatever. Okay, we're not trolling, then call. Do you see the number on the bottom where it says call the show? 415-889-8367. And then there you go. You can call in. Nobody's stopping you from calling in. So I don't know why you're like, Yeah, look at there. Unless you're new to it. Okay, yeah. So 415-889-8367. 415-889-8367. Well, if you didn't know, dude.
Or just look at the bottom of the scroll.
Yeah, look in it's scrolling very slowly. And then we'll be able to talk about whatever. Are you gonna talk about Ukraine, or are you gonna talk about something else? You're gonna be talking about no freaking QAnon, Alex Jones tinfoil stuff, because then we'll just like hang up. We're just like we don't want to entertain that, because we're talking about Ukraine right now. You're still looking. You're slow. It's 415. I'll wait. 415. Yeah, there you go. Type it in. 415-889-8367. There you go. So we'll keep talking until you call. I got my eye on the phone, so that way, just for you, Tommy, and then we'll talk to you. Anyways, so I was gonna say, oh yeah, so it's almost like put up or shut up. I think everybody, but I don't know. The only thing did our government, what they do? They like send a stern letter, or they say we're gonna have some, Unknitted Sticks Army. Hey, how you been? I haven't seen you in a while. That's awesome. Oh, man. It's Amory. WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air. Is this Tommy?
Yeah, it's the asshole troll.
Oh, okay. Asshole? Why are you trolling?
No, I actually wanted to talk about Ukraine, and I don't understand how there's not many people that understand what the hell is really actually truly going on here.
Okay, well, give us your take.
I don't know what's truly going on. I do know this has been going on for about a decade. It's been going on for a long time, and I think it was about 2 weeks ago I told my friend, hey, they're about to attack the living shit out of Ukraine. And she's like, how do you know? I'm like, I've taken my source from third-party sources. Funker 530 is one of them. Other nations' news feed and stuff like that. And, there's been stories about how the Russians have been dressing their people in Ukraine uniforms and dropping them off on the border, just like Hitler did to Poland in 1939, September 6th, right?
That tracks, yeah. Okay. There has been some events of that. Yeah. Go ahead. Continue.
I don't think people understand the problematic things that are going on right now that are repetitive of our history during World War II. They are trying to attack the biggest border they have into Europe, the European nations, right?
Right.
The NATO-backed forces that are very small.
Right.
And not so secure militarily. We all know that. We've all served. We all know how the NATO runs, right? You got us, you got Canada, you got Britain, maybe Australia, possibly Germany. But Germany bought out to them with their pipeline. So have other EU nations have allowed Russia to succeed with their pipeline. That's problematic, right?
So, what pipeline are you talking about? Because if you're gonna talk it, then let's go ahead. What pipeline are you talking about?
Go ahead. I got to dig up my resources, but shit, man, I'm a simple-minded man. But I've read things, I've seen things. I would guarantee they're about fucking true.
Hang on for a second.
Now, I can't provide exact sources, which is piss poor on my part. I understand that.
Oh, you're good, man. I just want to shout out to United Stakes Amory. We love you too. You need to get Marin Crops on the line too, and let those jarheads know what's up. So, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. You're running your own show. But I just want people, not only militarily, but the citizens as well, that shit could go down in the wrong things. So I guess the best thing is to do is prepare for it all, right? I mean, I'm not trying to be over paranoid about the situation. Preferably, I'd actually like to go out and help them, and I'm trying to find a way, but thus far, America's not really allowing volunteers to go.
Where did you get that information from? Who told you that?
Well, I'm not done yet.
No,
I'm
okay.
not done yet.
Go ahead.
Unless you know of a source that you can
you
send
tell
me
me.
a message and let me know.
You're the one. You're the you're the one that's called us. There's actually.
I'm just calling because
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're calling because of what?
Well, I just think that people need to be informed that this is not just what's going on now. It's what has happened prior to this. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
This can be an exact flop of history. This can be an exact repeat of history if things aren't done right in the right ways.
Right.
I guess.
So you're just talking about in the limited time that you're shooting the shit with us. Then you're just saying that this is a repeat, or there are some similarities to what we are doing, or what's been happening in history, in the same way as in the same tone as World War II. Yeah. Okay.
Very scary similarities. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No, I get that. No, everyone's saying that. I mean, did you hear about that thermobaric bomb that they dropped? They used a vacuum bomb on civilians. They also are using cluster munitions.
I was actually told to back myself out of it because all my friends know I want to go, and they're like, "Look, you need to stay here." I'm like, "Look, I want to go," and they're like, "No, you need to stay the fuck here."
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, I think President Zelensky has already offered like a different, like almost like a Ukraine Foreign Legion volunteers.
I saw that, and a lot of the European nations are providing that to allow to happen and are funding those nations. From what I read, our country is not willing to fund for us to go over there. Basically, buy your way into Poland and then get hooked up with somebody, and hopefully you have gear and everything that you can provide for yourself. That's what I've read. I don't know how true that is. I haven't dug deep enough, and that's kind of why I'm calling in. Maybe you guys have things to provide for some of us out there that want to actually go and help.
Well, right now, I think it was as of yesterday, Denmark became the first European country to let volunteers join their foreign brigade. And so that right there, I think it's, how do I say? I think that right there sets the tone because it's Denmark, and then there's like other countries that are like, oh, okay, maybe they're going to start, following suit. But I have not heard, and actually that's a good question to ask our own government or some of our media to ask as well. Is are they going to provide any support? Would our government provide any support or assistance, or allow our citizens to go and do this, to go fight, Ivan? This is like,
I think the better question is to ask our civilian, which is prior military and people that want to do the damn thing. I think it's better than that to ask for full government assistance, if you understand what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Just, I'm not, yeah, exactly. I know what you're saying without saying it, but having some government assistance without having openly government assistance. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna get what you're saying. As we're talking, I got pictures flowing of some of the pictures that we have. There was a rally in support of Ukraine, and there was a child holding a small little Fisher play school airplane. It's got the Ghost of Kiev, the best, on there. So, what's up, Tyler? What you been up to? But okay, so then, do you think that is going to? I mean, look what's been going on over there. You're seeing Russian vehicles.
Yeah, but the best thing to do right now currently is to hold the front line. So if we have trained, let's say, soldiers, people that are not in necessarily, but, I mean, this is kind of in our best interest, too, to go over there and help.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I feel a certain way right now. I hope some of us vets do.
Well, I hear you. I think a lot of vets right now, to include myself, I feel like almost like you're helpless watching. You feel helpless. But you want to help. You want to freaking. Everyone's telling the chats they were like, yeah, I'd go. So I think that right there, just proving again, people are now talking about possibly, because I guess. Putin's already talked about is raised the threat level of his nuclear forces, and so people are freaking out that he's gonna, start using nukes.
Go ahead, bitch.
Now that's easy for you to say. One of those missiles, a better missile system I saw on social media that takes about 22 minutes for a missile to hit the East Coast.
Well, yeah, it's going to take very quick seconds to knock out South Korea. It's going to take a lot of seconds to knock out all those European nations, but why not be on the front lines trying to prevent that shit?
Yeah, I mean, and I'll be honest with you, seeing all the videos on TikTok and on Twitter of all these Russian tanks being abandoned. Some of them have run out of fuel. Their logistics systems are just all that jacked up.
It's shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, not only that, a lot of their Air Force programs are within the last 5 decades of their government system. So you have some really good planes and you have some really shitty planes, and most of their pilots are just basically showmanship. They're not actually trained to fight.
So
dog to dog.
Okay, so what do you think what about Ghost of Kiev then? What do you think? Do you think that's real? Do you think it's an urban legend?
I think he's I don't care if he's real or not. It's a good urban legend. Needless to say, everybody needs a hero battle, right?
Right, exactly.
Do you ever remember I cannot know it. I don't remember his name, but I know he's a Scotsman, and he landed on D-Day playing fucking bagpipes.
Oh, yeah.
Also, there was a Scottish officer that had nothing but a bow and arrow and a freaking claymore.
Yeah.
He fought on D-Day. So we all have our heroes in our urban legends. So why doesn't America start making them for other countries?
And you know what? And we also have Brigadier General McAuliffe, of the commander of the 101st Airborne Division, who said nuts to the Germans in Bastogne. So was that an urban legend?
There you go.
Was that for real? You know what I mean? You can't refute. It wasn't until way later that it was probably, in history when they saw messages and stuff like that. I'd like to see gun cameras or something, or a pilot come out and say, yeah, that was me.
We do know we had Patton that created the inflatable city, right?
Oh yeah, you're talking about
We had that.
We had the Ghost Army. That's right, exactly. So, all right, Tommy. Hey, thanks, man.
We had a lot of things we did.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I appreciate
you
your call,
take
man.
Care and hopefully I figure this out.
All good, man. Take it easy.
All right, peace.
All right, peace out. That's cool.
That was great, actually.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's pretty cool. So I got all the I'm posting all the memes. We also have John Rambo.
I've been watching.
We also have John Rambo. That's right. John Rambo. Maybe Sylvester Stallone can come on here and, give us his John Rambo insight. Yeah.
Work our magic.
No, because then CQ will take him and put him on Pop Culture Warrior. You know what I mean? And the next thing you know, yeah. So I think so. Again, we're going to keep posting the memes and stuff like that as we're talking. Again, I think it's pretty freaking funny that I'll be honest with you, that the Ghost of Kiev has actually promoted more unity. Because there's the mystery of who is it. Their Nord Stream 2 pipeline is what he was talking about exactly. And I think to me, there's nothing wrong with why would you? And these are the individuals I'm shit talking to the guys that have been saying that it's all bullshit and they need this and they need that. You can't meme hope or something like that on all the posts that we've been seeing on the WTF Nation Radio Facebook page. As an, how you say as a veteran or as a veteran, as an American, if you're rooting for the bad guy, there's something fucking wrong with you. If you're willing to watch, again, I go back to the other time when we discussed the Reagan Republicans or the Kennedy Democrats, how they like to have their, if you're rooting for Russia, since I've been alive, we've not been on.
It's been a while.
Terms. Yeah.
Since the Ten Commandments.
Oh, come on. Exactly. But why would you simp on Ivan? Why would you say that why would you not? It kind of goes against all that. Again, it goes back to the beacon of hope shit. That's why both sides of the aisle when it comes to the Republicans and the Democrats have pissed me off on this thing. It's like they're all just bickering about whatever. And then you have D. Treasy shit posting on everybody. And you're thinking, God, dude, can you just for 1 minute shut the fuck up?
Right.
Just stop. Just like literally, it's almost like a cook is burning his food and there's somebody else they're trying to throw fire on or gas or more oil, however you want to call it. Use your cooking euphemisms of what would make a fire worse in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Throw water on it.
Water, ungrease.
Yeah, ungrease. Yeah,
works every time.
Right, and so then you got D. Treasy going, and I'm like, God damn, dude, just shut up for a second. You know. Then we have this current president. I don't know what he's talking. I don't. He just reads and goes off, and I don't know, man. I'm not feeling comfortable, but I'm not going to chew for the bad guy. I mean, of course, I'm going to criticize on policy, but I'm not going to fucking root for the bad guy and hope for the good guys to fail just because your fucking clicks or your constituency or to get clout in the political arena is on the line because, I don't know, Putin's not a fucking genius. He's a deranged idiot with fucking power. So take that.
The rest of the country are idiots for putting up with them. Yeah. Anyways, I digress.
No, that's the thing, though. Think about this. You have Putin that did this shit, and immediately the community, the community just came together and just like, holy shit. Now look, I'm gonna, of course, I'm probably gonna get hate mail because every time, about 24, 48 hours, other people that are listening to this podcast, then I'll get angry email because I was fucking with their Lord and their Lord and
Savior Putin Christ.
Yeah, Putin Christ or D. Treasy, you know what I mean? I'm like, if you're supporting that shit, just stop. Just I don't want to hear it. You have never have I seen it currently right now, which is why I think, oh my God, man, this midterm election is gonna suck. This is gonna be.
We're just gonna be rooting for that meeting.
Yeah, exactly. There's just be so much fucking drama going on because everyone is just literally wrapped around this. Hey, look, the president of Ukraine even said, I don't need a ride. We, the U.S., offered assistance for him to leave the country. And he says, I don't need a ride. I need ammunition.
Yeah.
So, God, man, throw some likes and shares and follows, because of the memes we're posting up. Because everyone's...
I mean, and speaking of memes, and everybody being, like, mad that we're, like, posting memes. First of all, this is how I look at it. If you're being memed, chances are you're a complete fucking dumbass or you're a legend. That's how it is now. And with that being said, with everything that happens in history now, there's going to be a fucking meme for it, whether you like it or not. It's not about, jokes or you shouldn't joke about that. It's just the way our culture is now, which we appreciate the memes because you can see the irony, the sarcasm. And
right, but see... Right.
All of that.
Yeah, you're right. I think what happened is when Donald Trump ran for office and all that, it changed the face of how we deal with politics. And it shattered the standard normal relationship. I mean, because we always know, it's even been said, and there's always that running joke, politicians never tell the truth. You said that to get elected, blah, 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 blah. And I get the trash talk. Don't get me wrong. The reason why it was very refreshing to have an uncomfortable room setting when he would say something. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Yeah, he would say something that pretty much a lot of us were probably thinking, but with respect, again, we wouldn't say it. But then again, he was getting disrespected too. I'm not taking a side, but he was getting so much shit when he was running. Everyone, from late night TV show hosts to everybody was shit talking.
Literally no break.
Right, he would not. The dude's not even fucking in office anymore, and he's still not getting a fucking break.
It's like he's like a porta potty, just catch shit all day.
He's like a porta potty. Except, was it blue water or would it be orange water? Can I joke about that?
Depends.
And wasn't get mad. I don't want everybody to be like, "Oh, we don't like you anymore because you're D-Treasy trashing." It's okay. Well, Biden trash too.
Yeah, whoever trash, as long as they earned it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll shitpost to anybody. But I don't really think, like I said, I don't have faith. It just seems like, man, this is not, we're not looking good. I mean, I'm not going to simp for fucking Putin. Putin is a fucking piece of shit. So I will say this right now, that we got to do something. We have to act. No more fucking meetings. No more. We have to have fucking action. There needs to be action done. You can have a press conference and make jokes all you want, or talk about whatever. You have the Republicans that are sitting there talking about their bullshit and talk. It was a bad idea to have the Supreme Court named. Who cares? That doesn't matter. The country still has to run, but it doesn't seem like they can multitask, and it just pisses me off to see both sides fighting right now. And President Zelensky's going, yeah, and needs more ammo. It's like this was the moment. This is the moment that I think we never expected for Russia to do this. I mean, he took over Crimea and quote unquote annexed it. And that right there, shit, sanctions and all this other stuff, man. Right now, all these countries are now jumping in, wanting to join NATO. They've removed him from some of the banks. Some of the banks are getting boycotted. Their airlines are getting boycotted.
Now, like what? The value of your currency is what now?
Minus 3 cents. So it's like I think their ruble, their whatever the ruble is now below is less worth than a cent of our currency. So
that's bad.
Even Mexico with the pesos going. Look at
you're saying if we go over there right now, we're like technically rich.
Right, exactly. You're straight. I mean, ruble rich. You're freaking.
We can make it rain.
You can make it. We're gonna get so. I'm surprised that our site's not getting freaking DDoSed or whatever. But yeah, the bickering just has to fucking stop. Let's get to business, man. Let's handle it. Let's help out. Let's not have all these freaking meetings and then have all the, literally every time I see one side talk about it was because of Trump, and the other side talk about it, it's because of Biden, and the other one's like, oh my god, dude, stop. This it's getting. I'll be honest with you. These midterms this is gonna be so freaking awesome. It's gonna be so.
It's gonna be like awesome, but bad, but awesome.
I'm not saying I like to see shit burn, but
it will burn.
I just think it's gonna.
So what's after tannerite? Before, on the dumpster fire. What's next? The atom bomb. I don't know.
Why did you have to say that?
Knocking on wood.
Exactly. Oh God, knocking on wood. Okay, yeah, more memes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me look at the more memes. Any more memes? Yep, I'm putting up more memes. There's another one on here that is.
So bringing up, with Ukraine's president, he's like, I just need more ammo. And the majority of us have seen the movie Don't Look Up, and how the president in that movie takes off.
Right.
I really do think that's how our administration would be. Like, oh, fucking peace out.
You think
we're
so?
Done.
You think our administration is just going to bug out? I
think so.
God, man, it just isn't. I'm not feeling it.
Look at what happened in Afghanistan. They were kind of nowhere to be found for a little while.
Well, yeah, and then of course the 13 service members were killed.
And then they were still kind of silent. So yeah, I would think they would bug out.
Well, they just now State Department ordered all of our embassy workers, our embassy personnel from Moscow, and I guess we're expelling some too. That's what I'm getting right now. But yeah, dude, I'm like, dude, everyone. I'm tired of the politicians. What I'm really tired of is all these experts that have come out of the woodwork. All these COVID experts, I'm going to say COVID, are now Ukraine experts or war experts or really, there's, different in different times. It's like there's a saying that, of all in Vietnam, there was so many SEALs that served, but on Twitter and social media, there's thousands of SEALs that served. I feel the same way when it comes to memedom, PSYOP, influence operations and public affairs. Everyone is just like, oh my God, throw in your freaking takes. I'm like, oh, dude, I have, since this started and all those TikTok videos have come out and all the text messages, and I have been inundated with messages about that stuff. And I think what's funny is that I'm getting inundated from individuals that are freaking transportation, or I get some of the intel stuff. The maneuver guys are the guys and gals, because I do talk to a couple of armor commanders, and they, and artillerists and scouts, and so I do get that, and we talk in it's not openly, but in group chats and phone calls, and hey, you want to Zoom right quick, or hey, you want to come on a phone call, can you talk, or what do you say about this, or what do you see about that? So that's been since this whole thing. So I guess in I guess you could say in PSYOP there's only there's less than several thousand personnel assigned to PSYOP. However, on Twitter there's 1 million of them because that's what it feels like. It's like I'm just laughing. I think it's so. The TikTok videos. There's a TikTok video out there
There's several.
There's one that I'm the one I'm thinking of right now is a Ukrainian woman showing civilians how to start up an armored vehicle that was abandoned. And she like literally walks up and gives a TikTok, and it's freaking hilarious. I was gonna try to rip it and post it, but guys, it'll post on our page on WTF Nation Radio's Facebook page, because we're trolling the hell out of Ivan. I'm telling you, we got all these. Hang on, let's see. You mad fucks, you guys disrespect. You guys don't know what war is like, or maybe the UN wasn't so useless. And then there's another one that was. You know, this is fake. You guys are bullshit. This is Photoshop. This you got, what? But yeah, oh my God, man, yeah. Hey, let me, yeah. If I should just go on the timeline, but you know, I don't want to freaking mess around with this. We have had fans submit memes to us, and I just like, God, dude, this is fucking hilarious. But yeah, it's interesting on the information war, on how TikTok. How
it's going to change everything,
right?
I know everybody's like, "Oh, TikTok is owned by China," blah blah blah. Like, I mean, to be honest, like all the shit we do online, it's already fucking monitored by Russia, China, the NSA, CIA, whatever.
You know what? That's a good point. No, not the CIA part, but that's a good point.
No, I'm just throwing shit out there.
No, what it is that you're right. It's revolutionized how we message. Big time, to where the point of, I like this next one coming up here, the Ghosts of Kiev, and it's got a freaking the Ukrainian flag on a skull, helmet with mask and wings, and then of course it's got the Russian kill count on the right side. That's pretty badass. I like that. That was one of the ones that we got too. I like that one. I just that artwork and all that, ingenious. Almost looks like you would put on the back of a biker vest.
Yeah, or even just, your uniform.
Or just have a T-shirt or a patch. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pretty badass. So it's really hard. It's and a lot of it is these are from accounts and all that. So the debunking, and what's funny is that most of the media are falling for it and immediately falling. They're falling, like Fox News just fell for one about, we found the identity of the Ghost of Kiev, and it's not him. It's obviously a meme. And Fox News was like praising it. And yeah. CNN said that, most people we're glad during this time people are getting their news here. And now they're like kind of dumbfounded on how TikTok and other social media, Snapchat, nope, Signal has not been hacked. Nope, somebody just said that right. Nope, Signal was not hacked. There's a report out there that somebody said, or there was an internet rumor that Signal was hacked. It was not. Signal came out and said itself that we were not hacked. But I'm telling you, man, it's just this is just so surreal that this is happening. Our heart goes out to the Ukrainian people, our friends too, our Ukrainian friends. Natalia, that was on, that shot the shit with us too. Mm-hmm. Support to them and all that. Glory to Ukraine. Again, I'm just gonna say, you simping for Putin. I'm just gonna shake my head like Kanye. It's gonna be like, I can't believe you guys are doing this. It's almost like it almost a slap in the face to those individuals that during the Cold War who've lost their lives against Russia, whether it be our spies or some of the wars that we've been in the past. It really just I just shake my head. It's a slap in the face and a disrespect for them. That all these small little wars that now pundits are saying, well, you forgot how to lose your war, or when was the last time you won a war? Those are the guys that I welcome to go ahead and call or go online and go on GoArmy.com or GoArmySoft.com, and that way you can put up or shut up. Because when was the last time you won a war? When you damn well know the situations of a declared war or what we were doing or whatever. They generalize it so much when they know there's so many freaking different, almost like sub-arguments to that one, especially during the Cold War. Like I said, I was inspired to fight Ivan when I was a kid, and then I joined myself. There's a lot of individuals that were inspired to, we got to fight oppression and free the oppressed of tyranny, and we're the beacon of hope. That's the one I keep hearing. We're the beacon of hope. America's the shining light, the promised land. As a first-generation American, I can't believe I'm seeing this shit. I can't believe, when someone says, somebody else on I saw on social media, are you happy? Why would you be happy? And I'm like, hell yeah, I feel like I won the lottery. Why? Because I was born an American. My family came over as immigrants here. So I don't get how all of a sudden you were willing to disrespect your citizenship to those that came to this country as that beacon of hope.
Mm-hmm.
My family came over here as a beacon of hope, and they served in the military because of the opportunity of living in this country. And for them I'm just like shocked. I'm like, you Putin simps. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to repeat myself. I'm going to be like that sergeant major who is caveating or piggybacking off the commander, even though caveat is different.
Behoove?
I was behooving. I'm a behooving.
Is Spanky listening?
Yeah, Spanky, he's going to come off the top rope. What did you say? I can't believe it. I feel like fucking, I don't want to say I feel betrayed, but I kind of feel a little betrayed. Kind of feel like you guys that are simping on Putin, maybe you need to check your card.
Yeah, so I'm raising my hand. Are we going on break?
Oh, crap. We've been blabbing for fucking... Oh, my God. My bad. Shit. We're on a break. Why didn't you tell me we're going to go on break? Here, I'm blabbing off and posting memes and shit.
Sending you messages like,
dude,
I got to pee.
Oh,
but...
okay. Hey, real quick. We're gonna be intensifyingly behooving, and we'll be right back. So everyone, refill your glasses, take a shot, and we'll be back. Shots.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
Right.
Is this where you draw the line? 'Cause it's so sad. Tell me where you lost your faith. Is it so bad? Couldn't see it in your face. And it's so sad. I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come down. Come back down. While you keep it in your head. Is it so bad? Never heard a word you say it. And it's so sad. Tell me when you lost your way. 'Cause it's so bad. Won't see you when I pray. And it's so sad. I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come down. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come down. Come back down. Is it what you want? Is it what you need now? Is it what you breathe? Is it what you're feeling now? Is it what you feel? Is it what you're feeling now? Is it what you wanted? I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come down. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come down. Come back down. Hello, hello, you. Will you come back down to me? Hello, hello, you. Will you come back down? Hello, hello, you. Won't you come back down to me? Hello, hello, you.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
And piggybacking and stuff. It was just coming out and just like, whatever, intensifies.
Love you.
So we're back. Last half of the Monday edition. We don't have a guest today, so like I said, normally we have first hour BS, and then the last, the second part is just a little shortened, shooting the shit and wrapping things up, and then of course doing housekeeping. There's a story that was a video, and of course people again, because they don't. Oh, I forgot. I didn't know Joe Bob in Small Town USA, who's never left his town before. I didn't realize they were such a renowned expert in world policy, or as you know, I was on the internet. I saw this and I saw this bullshit. There's a story about a Russian soldier being confronted by a woman. Mm-hmm. And did you read about that?
Yeah, just pretty much just like, oh, you know what? Here's some like was it something about sunflower seeds in her pocket or something like that? It's been a long Monday. It's literally been a Monday for me.
I totally understand because you have had, you know, it just, yeah, I totally get it. you have, I don't want to say you have two excuses, but I'm holding my chest right now because you have two reasons why.
I've been filleted and stuff.
You've been filleted, you know, whatever. Hey Bailey, no.
The drugs have been good.
No, Kaz was gonna come on, and you know he's not on here yet. Yeah, we're gonna shoot the breeze later about that. We'll update about that event. So there was a woman who confronted a Russian soldier, and she was like, "What the hell are you doing here? You know, freaking, you better." She's like, "What the hell are you doing? You know, blah 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 blah," and she pretty much told the Russian soldier that, you know, you're fucked up. Who are you? And the Russian soldier's like, you know, we have exercises here. Please go away. And the woman's like, what kind of exercises? Are you Russian? And he's like, yeah. And it's like, so what the fuck are you doing here? Right now, our discussion will lead to nothing. And then she's like, you're occupants. You're fascists. What the fuck are you doing in our land with all these guns? I mean, this woman is like, that's what I'm talking about. Maybe we should make her a freaking spokesperson to something because she's got, I love it.
The chancla, like the sunflower.
Yeah, she's she's grasping her inner chancla, and she's like, "Your occupants are fascists, of course." And then she's like, "Take these seeds, and put them in your pockets, because at least sunflower seeds, sunflowers will grow when you all die here." And he's like, right now our discussion will lead to nowhere. Let's not escalate the situation, please. And she's like, what situation? Guys, put the sunflower seeds in your pockets, please. You will lie down here with the seeds. You came to my land, do you understand? You are occupiers, you are enemies. Mm-hmm. And the soldier, there's video out there too. You know, you don't speak, you know, if you don't speak Russian or Ukrainian, you won't be able to understand. So I'm just reading some of the subtext, the subtitles. And then from this moment on, you're cursed, I'm telling you. He's like, now you listen to me. And she's like, I've heard you. Let's not escalate the situation. Please go this way. And then the woman's like, how can this be further escalated? You fucking came here uninvited, pieces of shit. So an artist, and we posted this on freaking the WTF Nation Radio Facebook page, and we got a lot of hate and drama for it too. And so this one,
I've been spitting it back.
Yeah, I know you've been spitting it back, but it's just funny. I'm just like, dude, there's you guys that are again, you guys are simping for Ivan. You know, fuck off. I'm telling you right now, I just can't believe in the days of Red Dawn throwing commies out of a helicopter and all the little fucking bullshit that you guys like to shitpost on online. And the next thing you know, you sit there and they're like, no, this is bullshit. This didn't happen. I hate it. It really is fucking disturbing.
But then it kind of goes to show, like, how it's sad, like, how people are just not, they're clueless. I mean, I've been laughing at this comment all day with this meme on our page, like this Ruth chick.
Yeah, go
Hi,
ahead.
Ruth. Anyways, by the way, she goes, but when you bring in non-native species for plants, it will do more harm to the ecosystem.
Yes. I was like, what are you talking about? This isn't the agricultural checkpoint here. You know what I mean?
I'm just like, we're pretty sure. It's like the last thing on their mind right now.
But I think she means that they were an invasive species. I think Ruth was making a joke that the Russians are an invasive species. I don't know. Maybe the context of it. I don't know. But I'm just saying that, you know, don't simp for Ivan.
Because we'll come at you.
We'll just ban you from the fucking page if you, especially you bots from Russia. There's some bots. What was it? What was some we had? We had some from Canada. We had some from Turkey. We had some from, Romania. We had some from Russia proper, you know, shit talking us and saying that, you know, whatever. Yeah.
I don't know, like when the Canadians come on and they shit talk us and going on about like our, you know, their issues with us, you know, dealing with Russia, and I'm just kind of thinking like, I mean, do you guys have shit paper? Because last time I checked, you guys don't have trucks, you know, delivering shit. So
rock on.
Wrong. I don't know.
Rock on. So the picture, And of course, that right there, put seeds in your sunflower seeds in your pocket, so flowers will grow when you die. That is so freaking. That right there. I mean,
it's beautiful though if you think about it.
It is like poetic death for an invading army. You know what I mean? That's just so awesome. Okay, hang on, somebody else is calling here. Hang on. WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air.
Hey, it's Rob, the Viking guy. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Oh, not too bad. You guys are making so many valid points. I enlisted in 1996, right? I mean, we've talked about this before. But there's 4 basic things, right? Number 1, fuck Russia. Number 2, fuck North Korea. Fuck China and fuck Iran.
There you go.
Because anything fascist, communist, or, insane theocracy, that's. I mean, I enlisted to fight against that stuff. And
right.
I am appalled to see people simping for Ivan. The question I want to talk with both of you for just a little bit: how in the fuck did we get here? Is these petty politics that we have going on back home right now, is that so important? Are people so latched on to the Democrat Party and the Republican Party that you're going to start going for bad guy number 1 that's been bad guy number 1 for 70 freaking years?
Right.
I mean, this is insane. Fucking insane. There's no reason at all for this. I mean, it blows my mind. I mean, what happened? What happened to us over the past, 10, 20 years? What happened that we got here? What do you think?
I'll be
honest. I mean, part of me is like, it's kind of like that, your toddler, they're throwing a fit, and he's like, oh, no. Sorry, Tommy, that you called earlier, but Tommy's just coming to mind right now. No, Tommy, we don't do that. And we've been doing that for years. And then, like a toddler or even kids or teenagers, they want to push that limit. They want to see where they can just go at that limit until someone, just steps in and shuts them down. And that's kind of like how it's been over that's how I view it. That's how it's been over I don't know how many years now with like North Korea and X, Y, and Z. And here we are with Russia. And you know what's going to be next is China. China's going to see, okay, well, Russia did this. Like, what's our limit going to be? So they're going to be like the fucking toddler again.
No, I think
push it
to
see where what we would do.
But I think, Mom, Viking's talking about where did we get here in society, right? Is that
that too. But I mean,
is that what you're talking about, Viking?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest with you. It is like I can't pin down myself on when all of a sudden, like, imagine in the 80s, okay, and in the early 90s, if the individuals that are in office that have ran for office or were current or were used to be in office were to talk the way they did, simping for Ivan. What do you think would happen? They would be ostracized and removed and chased out of fucking DC for I guess like you said, just like fucking being his cheerleader. I mean, we joke around.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say absolutely. There used to be, if there's one thing that unified everybody, it was you don't root for Russia. I mean, that's like literally it used to be grounds for acts of treason.
Right.
Against the United States.
Right.
Espionage, whatever. You don't support the big red bear. You don't support Ivan. In part of what really concerns me, and I don't know if you guys have observed this in the past couple of days, it hasn't been brought up yet, at least where I've been listening sporadically, but, I can't remember if it was 91 or 94 with the UK, us, and, Russia had their nose in it, but we disarmed the Ukraine and assured them that we would protect them in case something like this happened. And now the world is seeing what happened, with our word out there. And just recently, within the past 48 to 72 hours, Germany has made a resolution to start rearming and rebuilding their military because of a perceived lack of confidence in us. And it's almost like over the past several presidents, and this is probably going back 20 years, it's like all we do is you get one party in, they drastically change policy. The next guy just reverses it all just because votes.
Yeah,
and then we keep going back and forth. And the entire world's sitting here is like, can we even trust these guys? Where's the consistency? Right. There's such a thing as doing the right thing. Why the fuck is this even happening? It blows my mind.
Yep, exactly. I like you said, man, Viking. I am just as appalled as you because like I said, I joined the Army in the '80s. Red Dawn, Wolverines. The day after, by dawn's early light. From all these freaking, you never ever would have ever expected to see Americans. And I'll admit it. I think there was a convention that the Republicans had where they were passing out fucking Russian flags, and people were waving them shits around. It's almost, I place those flags as bad as our enemies. I mean, there are our enemies' flag. You know what I mean? Right, they are. Yeah, I mean, there's to me. I mean, communism and fascism, Nazis, that's all on the same level right there. Right, exactly. None of it's good. I mean, nobody, and especially people that have served or that are currently serving, should be supporting this. I mean, it's just so disheartening to see it. I mean, if there was a uniting thing, and you guys have been putting up some great memes tonight, I got to tell you. And, with Elon Musk delivering all the internet stuff to Ukraine, once we get back online, don't think that when the soldiers, when the fighters, if they get on social media and they see that kind of stuff and see that, internationally, everybody's supporting Ukraine and they're condemning Russia, it's going to have a huge morale boost for the Ukrainians, equally demoralizing for the Russians. I've seen a lot of reports that they weren't even told what they were doing. It was supposed to be an exercise, and then all of a sudden, okay, go in, we're using live ammo, and if you turn around and you don't fight, we'll kill you ourselves. Typical Ivan. Same thing he's been doing since World War II. I left a comment on how logistics will get your ass kicked and everything if you ignore it. Right. The age-old saying, amateurs talk about strategy, professionals discuss logistics. Right. How embarrassing is it? And everybody talks about their supply lines completely fail 48 hours into an operation. I mean, that's... And then, who the fuck... I'm not an armor guy, okay? I'm in an infantry brigade combat team in a support role, but who the fuck convoys armor? I mean, anybody that had any kind of field artillery assets or, aerial assets or whatever, you see that, you're salivating because you've got, like, the kill of the century coming. Right. I mean, it's Burt City. Like I said, I got a friend of mine who was a retired A-10 pilot, and we always talk with him. Hey, what do you do this? And with that, he would just imagine all the A-10 pilots salivating all over Ivan's armor just lined up like that. Oh, yeah. I mean, it would be so awesome. Hey, so Viking, what do you think about the threat of nukes? Do you know? You heard he's raised the alert on nuclear forces in Russia, and do you think what's the probability of him using them?
Well, it just depends on how far his ego's been carried. Like you said earlier in the show and everything, Putin's far from a genius. Now, the only thing I'll say is he's got balls for even doing this, but stupid people have balls. I think 72, 80, 100 hours come into this, he's probably regretting it big time because this is not going the way he planned it. I think it's posturing. I think he knows that if his nukes work as well as his assault forces do, it's probably going to be a bit laughable. Oh, something else I wanted to talk to you guys too. Did you see where Anonymous claimed that they had hacked the Russian internet and dropped?
Yes, we were just
Russian
that
government?
was, dude. You're stealing my thunder. That was like the next thing I was going to ask you. Did you hear about Anonymous? They're talking about their threat. Anonymous is threatening to pull all their money out of Russian banks and wiring it all to banks in Ukraine to help the Ukrainians out. That's right. What I'm hearing.
But my question is just not being an expert in the field, but knowing something about it. How is Russia going to launch any intercontinental ballistic missiles without having satellite uplinks, their internet, and everything else available? They got backup systems from the 50s.
I was about to say.
How reliable?
No, but
how are they also going to defend incoming missiles?
Bro, I'm telling you right now. Think about it.
Point.
But no, but look at some of the stories that we've had on our nuclear arsenal. How we still use 3.5-inch floppy disks. So I think the technology stopped for its use. Hell, I don't fucking know, dude. But But I think I'll be honest with you. To quote a comedian, they have probably the technological sense of Kmart. If you're old enough, you know what that is. You know what I mean? They just open up and launch.
I shopped at Kmart the entire time in the 80s.
I mean, actually, I miss Kmart.
I was actually made to wear Kmart clothes to school, therefore getting bullied like a mother. So
yeah.
But anyway.
But no.
So what I was going to make a comment about the whole internet thing. What they're going to use is they got that the CD from Walmart of AOL.
Yeah.
Right.
And nobody can be on the line. They're just going to get that annoying beep when someone.
Yeah, really, exactly. Well, again, Mike, hey, thanks for calling, man. Like I said, appreciate your followership and
sure.
and shooting the breeze, man.
Absolutely.
All right, buddy.
You guys have a good one.
Yeah, you too, man. Have a good one. I really think, I know, man. This is like all unique stuff that's happening. This is like some unique shit.
Imagine like in history class with our grandkids.
They're all
great grandkids.
They're all gonna they're all gonna download TikTok. So, but anyways, hey, WTF Nation Radio, you in there? Hey, what's up, Tommy? What's up, man?
Hey, man, so I was looking into this a little bit. I looked into it before, and, Ukraine is 0.4% of the Earth surface, 0.8% of the world's population, blah, 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 yada, yada. There's 20,000 deposits, manifestations of 200 different types of minerals that have been discovered in Ukraine. There's about 7,000, almost 8,000 deposits of 94 different types of minerals of industrial importance.
Okay.
And this is coming straight from Welcome to Ukraine. They're UkraineTrek.com. You can look it right up, and they will tell you exactly what they have, which is something you shouldn't do as a government agency. But they hold ground to a lot of important things, and not necessarily important to us, but maybe important to the Russians. Maybe they figure they can dive in and get what they want. And a lot of people don't understand that there's a place in Ukraine that used to be a capital of the USSR, right?
Right. Yep. So, I'm going to tell you what, man. It is... Roll the dice. This guy's unhinged. I personally think something's wrong with him for him to be doing all this stuff. I think tomorrow we have the State of the Union tomorrow. I think we have.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be.
I can't wait for the memes.
Oh my God, the memes are gonna be hilarious.
Who's unhinged, me or?
No, dude. No, Putin. We're speaking to you.
I think he thinks he has the military might, but a lot of this military might, like I talked to earlier, comes within the last 5 decades of Russia's career, and it's not very strong where you can drive up on a tank and throw something at it and it explodes.
I got you, man. I got you. Oh, man.
So I think the Ukraine's doing well, but yet again, I have to push this message out to any fellow vets that want to go out there. I do, but I don't have funding. I got a couple buddies that want to go as well, but let us go.
So, Tom, this message has been brought to you by Tommy. Hey, we're gonna be cutting it loose, man. So you're the last caller. Luckily for you, it was just you that called. So we got to get going. So
all right, fair enough.
All right, man. Have a good time.
Godspeed to everybody.
All the way. All right. So tomorrow is the State of the Union, and since CQ is not going to be broadcasting tomorrow due to the fact that baby CQ's got he's got to get well. Again. Thank God he's okay. Everything's all right. We'll let CQ tell the story and all that. But tomorrow we're gonna post that on. You more than likely will see it on the main page and WTF Nation Radio Facebook page. So, however, please pay attention to the page of the memeage going on, because we're not stopping Ivan. We're not stopping Putin and all you freaking Putin simps. And everybody who wants to say that he's a genius or he's great or he's good to go or why do we need to be there? If you, as a American who like to espouse the beacon of hope, Reagan Republican, Kennedy Democrat bullshit line of crap that you like to throw anybody, and you're not asking yourself, oh, why are we there? you need to look yourself in the mirror and have a, I don't know, reality check, have a fucking whatever. So we got well, tomorrow we were gonna have a guest, but again.
Oh, and I know I wanted to ask him questions, but it's okay. CQ son needs to get better.
Yeah, exactly. So and then next Monday is the station's birthday. Oh man, do I gotta get birthday stuff? Shit, I just realized I gotta get birthday stuff.
I gotta order a cake.
I gotta decorate my room, put some birthday stuff in the room. Yeah, and then put on a party hat. So I guess I gotta do party planning. I gotta do party planning.
Yeah, can I get some balloons?
You get some balloons, yeah, whatever. Can't exactly that. The cake and pink shit. There you go, Tommy. Damn, dude. It's red. It's not pink back there. Anyways, Tuesday, March 8th is going to be Bradley Constant. He is poised to break into the spotlight, starring as the 15-year-old Dwayne Johnson during his formative high school years in the NBC comedy series The Young Rock. So he plays The Rock as a kid. So that's pretty cool.
Oh.
That's what it's for calves. It is for the calf and bringing ponies. And then Thursday, March 10th, I'm not saying I'm nervous or something like that, but I'm kind of like I'm waiting on USAREC to show up. March 10th, the command team of USAREC. They might be either just the commanding general or the sergeant major, or it might be both. Well, it'll be one of each. And then on Tuesday, the 15th, will be Jeff Stroker. And this will be an 8 p.m. interview, not a 9 p.m. interview. So I know you guys know that we start our interviews with our guests at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And it will not be that because our guests, sometimes if they can't flex, but they still want to come on, we can accommodate. And so he will be on at 8 o'clock. If you guys don't know who Jeff Stroker is, Black Hawk Down, It's What You Do Right Now, and all the little speeches that he has. He joined the Army as an infantryman and then retired as a chaplain. So, Jeff Stryker, Chaplain Stryker. It's weird to just call him Chaplain Stryker. Chaplain Stryker will be on to talk to CQ on Tuesday. And then the guest that was supposed to be on tomorrow is going to be on to 22nd. That's the new thing with was it? No, it wasn't Kevin Bigley. Oh, my bad. It wasn't Kevin Bigley. My bad.
Yeah, he was supposed to be tomorrow.
He was supposed to be no, yeah, exactly. Kevin Bigley was supposed to be tomorrow, and then Brooke Bassinger is supposed to be on the 22nd. There you go. I'm sorry, I got the calendar confused.
Well, I gotta update all of it too.
Yeah, but it's me. It's my fault. I looked at some wrong things. So Brooke Bassinger is an American actress best known for her leading role as Bella Dawson on the Nickelodeon series Bella, and the Bulldogs, and her role as Catherine in 47 Meters Down. So yeah, she's also starred in the DC Universe series Stargirl. So that's pretty cool. CQ's like freaking getting a. And then my favorite, speaking of TikTok, One Punch Dad. He's that bald warrant officer that likes to troll on BS.
Oh, he's great. He does like
hilarious.
The top 5 whatever, like MREs, DFACs, stuff like that.
Boots makes fun of the Cav a lot. Anybody who makes fun of the Cav to me is a friend of the station. But he's going to come on and shoot the breeze with me, and we'll post. What we'll do is we'll probably post a couple of his hilarious freaking TikToks that he likes to post, and it's awesome. And then we're going to have. He's. I guess you'd say he's our favorite warrant officer. Do we have a favorite warrant officer? I think he is.
I thought there was no warrant officer around here.
Oh, no, I thought we didn't have favorite warrant officers. Were they?
I don't know. Aren't they unicorns or something like that?
Don't they got to show up to work? And then on the 29th, we're going to have Rich Ting. Actor Rich Ting was born in Los Angeles and is a 4th-generation Asian American. Growing up as an athlete, Ting played collegiate football at Yale University while earning a BA, and then went on to achieve a dual JD MBA degree, Juris Doctor, which is like a law school stuff. And then soon after achieving his scholastic goals, he realized he could switch careers and pursue his passion for the entertainment industry, and specifically as an actor. And then we have Cheyenne Sylvian. I hope I'm not messing up that name. Sylvian was best known for the Birad Tarazi on DC's Legend of Tomorrow, and is an accomplished singer-musician who also plays a variety of instruments to include guitar, piano. Oh, man. And freaking dulcimer.
We're gonna be busy.
What the hell is a dulcimer? I don't know. That's a
dulcimer.
Dulcimer, yeah, and a shooty box. That's gonna be pretty cool. And in December 2020, released his first single, "I Fall to Pieces Without Falling Apart," and streaming platforms. So there you go. That's I think that's the month. And then I can't wait till April. I can't wait. Also, well, I mean, since CQ's not going to be on tomorrow, and we're going to play the State of the Union, I don't know. Maybe maybe not. We'll pop on or something like that. I don't know.
And shit talk.
Well, shit talk. Oh. How about what time is the What time is this thing? What time is this State of the Union coming on?
Hold on, I'm using my Googleizer right now.
Yeah, the Googleizer. I want to know.
2022. Start time.
Because if the State of the Union
9 p.m.
Ooh, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's so.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, we have like an hour of shit talking, and then the State of a Union,
How about if we
address
played
happens, and it's going to be like almost like death by PowerPoint, because we all know that's going to be like
just like I'm saying, just like Branko just said. How about the drinking game? No, I get tanked. I would be like the first 15 minutes of him talking. I think I'd just start freaking.
Yeah, because everybody would be like, "I'll take a shot" when he stutters or can't, he can't remember shit, and he's just like, just you might as well fuck the shot.
Exactly. Or everyone takes a shot when he goes, "That's because I do this when I want to." And
then he's all the way out in left fucking field, and you're just like, "Wait a minute, we're talking about this." Not that,
Exactly. So okay, well then I guess forget that. Then we'll probably just repost the State of the Union, and then we'll see what happens.
Because honestly, I think we're at the age where where we drink and then get drunk, and then the next day it's like you wake up what the fuck? Did I just have a major surgery?
Right, exactly. Yeah, you guys. Oh, well, Holly's already throwing squares out. Bet $1,000 that he doesn't say Afghanistan.
I mean, it seems like they kind of forgotten about that.
They kind of forgot about a lot of things. I have a feeling that it's going to be. I don't know. I don't think he's going to. I don't know. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have an open mind, but of course I am going to be skeptical that there's going to be anything that we're going to put out. But yeah, that's true. Recruiter Times is right. He does do that. The president likes to he brain vapor locks, and he squints like he's taking a shit. I don't know.
All right, so I guess
we'll just repost
one of my due diligence. Tongue-tied here.
Due diligence. Yeah, they got me.
Yeah, that's it. To make a bingo card for squares.
Oh no! Don't do that. No, we're not gonna. We're just gonna repost it. We're not gonna come on. Are you kidding? We're not gonna come on. So, anyways, and then Thursday is Sergeant's Time. The Sergeant's Time, of course, we're probably gonna talk about some stuff. I'm trying to get a guest maybe to come on and join, and if I get a confirmation, then we'll probably get some promos out, and I'll send you, Mom, the deets.
Okay.
And then so we could keep talking about this military cluster of all clusters that Ivan's been doing. It's in the event he doesn't decide to push the nuclear button, and then we'll be seeing each other in the afterlife. Anyways, and then Friday Night Freedom. This last weekend, me and Kaz attended an event in Colorado Springs at the National Aviation Museum World War II, and we were repping. So if you guys want to look at our album cover. Team Old is coming to Apple Podcasts and Google Play, and we're repping. So the olds are definitely repping. But anyways, Kaz is going to talk about he's going to be obviously going to talk about current events and stuff like that. But he's also going to talk about the event, and of course we appreciate 1,000% for Operation Pay It Forward and MBR, Military Broadcast Radio, and the guys from the H Train Show for inviting us to come out. So it was a good event. And Kaz will, he'll give us the debrief on what happened. And I'll say it was a pretty good event. Unknitted, I can't believe Unknitted Steaks Amory is in here. That's awesome.
I know, it's been
it's awesome. I love you. Unknitted Steaks are Amory. We love you guys. We totally love you guys. U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. You're like one of our favorite pages too. So thank you for the shout outs. Do you got anything else, Mom? I think that's it, right? Download.
Go check on Carl here.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Well, y'all have a good one. And again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. And shots.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.